I should have realized this sooner, but it's still not too late to act, to make the best of the situation. As you all are painfully aware of, we're in the collapse of the entire socio-economic structure. A lot has happened in the last couple of years. What was first considered a dip in the economy in 2007 has evolved to a global financial crisis, and finally the possibility of a collapse in the spirit, at least of 1929, doesn't seem so far-fetched for the average person on the street. Sadly though, we still see people clinging on to old and outdated institutions, such as politics, military, money, democracy, laws, etc. Many for whatever reason fail to consider the possibility of not just a financial collapse, but a systemic collapse on a global scale. As an advocate of the train of thought put forward by the Zeitgeist Movement and the Venus Project, I see the necessity for what is called a critical mass. A critical mass is the sufficient number of adopters of an innovation in a social system so that the rate of adoption becomes self-sustaining and creates further growth, and the paradigm simply shifts. As a simple example, this is what happens every election a new party wins, or when we demonstrate for the rights to women to vote, black rights, or gay marriage. It's a form of positive peer pressure, but on a large social scale. When it comes to moving into a global resource-based economic model, simply demonstrating won't be enough, because it's not addressing the root causes of the problem. The choice to move from one system to another doesn't depend on the elected few or the very rich corporate businessmen of the world. It's up to us, every single one of us, not just the 99%, but the full 100%. No one knows how large the critical mass for this type of transition is, because it has never been done before. But if there's any time in history where we could and should test this, it's now. In Egypt, something historical has happened in the last couple of days. 22 million people joined together in an outburst of disappointment towards the current state of affairs. What if the people of Egypt would turn their power towards creating a better future, rather than using it for anger against certain individuals in politics? What if they could realize that it's them who build, maintain and create the society? What if they would realize that they are brilliant people with lots of skills in all branches of industry who are able to organize society from their knowledge? What if they would truly realize that they don't need some elitist group to tell them what to do? There are currently so many who want a better society that they could simply turn their back on the old institutions together and start living a life of sustainability and collaboration. We who hold these notions as true are powerful as well. We can be heard and make an impact. We've done it before. We've had projects who reach large awareness before. The Zeitgeist Movement is well known. Hundreds of millions of views on related videos on the internet, with campaigns like Why I Support the Zeitgeist Movement and the Venus Project, the release of Zeitgeist Moving Forward, and not to forget all the sea days across the world. The Occupy movement has made a huge impact and showed the way to demonstrate peacefully, respecting each other and share resources and skills because it's beneficial to all. Anonymous have many times stood up for the privacy and the integrity of the common man against the profit-seeking corporations who has little social concern, as well as fighting for the free access of knowledge and information, which are the fruits of humanity, just to name a few organizations. It would be a shame if we who advocate such values did not rise as the unity we are and told the people of Egypt what grand opportunity they have to free themselves from this circus of economics and politics, and what honor it would be for them to show the rest of the world what greatness we all can achieve if we work together with nature and each other. I can't tell the future, but from my understanding, nothing has so far really changed in Egypt. The same structures are still in place, and the risk of history repeating itself once again is sadly overwhelming. But we can change this if we put our minds to it. First, we need to spread this very message to as many people as possible who share the values about operating society within the carrying capacity of the earth and using science and technology to efficiently solve problems and arrive at solutions. If I personally thought that I had the means to reach 22 million Egyptians, this step wouldn't be needed, but I realize that's not the case. So, if you're in the Zeitgeist movement and feel this is a great campaign, post it forward to your local, regional and global coordinators. Reread it and make your own video about it. Tell everyone who agrees with the concepts, no matter their organizational affiliation. But keep in mind, this first phase is for people who already agree with the notions. It's not a campaign about raising global awareness about the situation in Egypt. This phase fades in priority on 31st of July, depending slightly on how quickly this message spreads. If the time feels right, then feel free to initiate the second phase. If at least 4,700 people could be involved in this campaign, then we, thanks to exponential spread, could reach 22 million Egyptians. The second and main phase begins on the 1st of August, when hopefully a lot of people are aware about this and we get that punch effect where it arises sudden everywhere, but at the same time not letting it become a short hype that's forgotten a week later. In this second phase, we send the people of Egypt a message, a personal message, about what we hope for the future of their and our society. It could be through music, artwork, lectures, vlogs, blogs, news articles, you name it. Utilize your strength. The activists of Egypt are good at using social media, so make sure to get it up there on all thinkable sites: Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Twitter, Reddit, and so on. Make them realize that the world care about them and that they can build an amazing society which benefits all people. It's not about telling them what to do, it's not about showing them what's wrong, and it's not about convincing anyone. It's about giving them the tools to problem solving, equally as brilliant as those who gave it to us.
This shit's got to go.
straight and stronger course to the corner of your life. Just remember that the goal is for us all to capture all we want. Don't surround yourself with yourself. Move on back to squares. Send an instant karma to me, and I shall live with love and care for yourself. 'Cause it's time and time with your time, and its news is captured for the Queen to use.
So satisfied, I'm on my way.